welcome back to the Eden Journey podcast, a place of fellowship, communion, and community. I almost started this episode na wapendwa watazamaji. Tumewakaribisha katika
You're trying to live out your
podcast yetu.
your citizen
My anchor.
your
I'm in my
anchor
anchor
memory.
era.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us at the Eden Journey podcast, a place of fellowship, community, and communion. Grateful that you're here with us for yet another conversation, and we hope you've been enjoying our conversations so far. Let us know what you've been liking about the conversations we've been having. What other conversations can we have? And we really hope you like today's episode. Hi, Daisy.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Hi, Joe. Thank
Hi.
you so much for joining us for yet another episode. Yeah, and we're going to get right into it.
Yes.
Yes, the lady we brought today, mi kwanza niseme she's my plug.
Really?
Yeah. May I call Lolo on Tuesday. I have an event on Saturday.
Wow.
Hi.
Wow.
So I was saying, and imagine she delivers. So first of all, I can start with she's a legit
loyal
plug. She's a
reliable.
legit plug. But welcome, Lulu.
Thank you.
Maybe you can introduce yourself and then we start.
I'm honored to be here with you guys today. You have been my people for a
Long time.
Yeah.
A
For a
long
minute.
Oh my lord,
Wow.
it's been a very long while.
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm honored to be here to do this with you guys.
Mm.
Yes, my name is Laurine. Yes.
Laureen, who?
And what do you do?
Yes.
My name is Laurine. I am the founder and CEO of Lolo Fashion House.
Yes.
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 A fashion house. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. Right. Karibu.
Thank you.
Something maybe you'd like viewers to know about you. Someone who's never met you, something you'd like them to know about you.
I love God.
Very important.
That is number one. Source of everything. I love art. I love design. That's why I do fashion. I do interior design. So I love art in general. I love business. I love women empowerment. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm an introvert. Most people think I'm an extrovert, but I am an introvert.
You are
actually
an introvert. Yeah.
That one I can confirm.
Thank you.
That one.
People debate. Thank
Really?
you. I'll take your files.
I think sometimes introverts are able to read the room and adjust.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a room that has high energy, somehow you can adjust.
Yeah.
Low energy, you're comfortable. So I think sometimes and then you're in business, you
Yeah.
interact with people. So you have
to.
to show up as, you have to bring out that personality.
Yeah.
So you, after a client's meeting, you just want to go to your room or your
Reset,
office,
reset.
recharge.
Oh, reset.
Kwanza will become
Reset.
many. 5 bridesmaids, the birthday,
By
the birthday
the
girl, the wedding
way.
girl, the bride. Sorry, guys.
The brides, everyone.
The mom is there, everybody.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
if you've not
know.
caught on by now, Lolo does a lot of
Yes.
bridal,
Yes.
guys, zinaitwaje?
Bridal
Nisaidie.
gowns.
Bridal gowns,
dresses,
the whole
event wear,
array.
yeah.
Yeah. But maybe before we start into that, did you always think you'd start a fashion house? Did you always
Right.
want to, like when you were dreaming, what am I going to be? Did it always involve fashion and art?
Not really. I think for me, it started in campus. When I was in campus, I just knew I wanted to do business. I knew I didn't want to be employed. That was for a fact. So after I finished high school, I didn't join campus immediately because I saw many people go into campus and not know what they wanted to do. I dreaded the idea of studying for 4 years and you won't practice what you've done. So I decided to do my CPAs in between. And during that period of time, I thanked the Lord for my mom. She just realized she used to buy me clothes. I nakata, I remove the sleeves, I do this, and I won't wear it. So she was like, you will spoil all the clothes I'm buying for you. Go and just do a short course. So that's how I started actually. Because I just loved it. I did it for myself. I didn't start it for people because I was also on a self-discovery journey. I grew up with so many issues in between, a lot of low self-esteem. I know you know my story,
Yes.
depression, self-harm. So for me, it was even a way to express myself, to try and find myself. My identity came through outfits. So that's how I went to school, this Catholic schools programs.
Yeah, 5
5 months.
Our Lady Queen of Peace.
Yes, Our Lady Queen of Peace. Queen of
Peace.
Apple South Wing.
Yes.
For 5 months only.
Okay.
The rest is self-taught. So I did that a short course for myself. Then I went to school. Strath had because I was sure I wanted to do entrepreneurship. So Strath had an opening to do entrepreneurship. That's when I joined now September intake. Kufanya nini? Entrepreneurship beacon.
You did a business course without knowing the business you'd open.
Yeah.
Wow.
But now for me, my mind works in this way. I like things being practical. So when I did the short course for 5 months.
Which
then
was in
went
what?
to Strath.
What did you do the short course in?
Tailoring. Literally, it was a school for the less fortunate. Unaona zile Catholic programs. Dropouts. Tulikuwa tunaenda shule na uniform. Kabisa dropouts.
Oh my God, after high school.
Teenage pregnancies. After nimeshafanya CPAs, because I did CPAs for 1 year.
Wow.
And then when I was waiting to join BCom for entrepreneurship, that's when I did that short course. But I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted to get the skill. So it was like my reason was not the certificate, but really the skill.
The skill.
Yeah. So in those 5 months, I gave it everything. My teacher taught me the basics, and that's how I started. So when I went to campus doing entrepreneurship, I started building it in my mind.
Before even campus and all that, you said that you knew you never wanted to be employed.
Yeah.
Like what is that? What goes through your mind when you know you don't want to be employed? Because that's like the system. You go
to school,
go
to campus, get a job,
get a good job,
Yeah.
and live life. But what in your mind made you not want to get employed?
2 things. One, background. My father keeps chicken. He's in corporate, but nimelelewa na kuku. They keep chicken for a living. So I've seen them do business. I've also seen my mom do business. She ran a logistics company. So that was one of the things. But the other turning point for me, you see the internship we do? No, that happened now after. For me to be sure. Because now, yes, I knew I didn't want to be employed. But I said, let me go to school. I'll get a job from my salary, build up, and open a business. But then when I went for the internship between 3rd year and 4th year is when I was like, no,
It's
I
not
can't.
for me.
Because you're in internship, I have clothes because I started the business in campus.
Yeah.
So I have clothes to sew, but we are just in the office and I can't leave. And I know I have
Until
work
5.
to do at home.
Yeah.
Until 5, I was like,
Yeah.
no, I can't handle this. So that's when I was for sure, I have to build this as a business kabisa.
I remember because Lolo and I lived within the same neighborhood for a while. And I remember once you started literally in your mom's
Yes.
living room.
Yes.
You'd go to, like now fittings, you do them there. So I remember going for a fitting once. And it was literally, ungepata kwa kona, machine iko hapo. It was like her corner.
Yeah.
Of
Her sewing
her
corner.
creative corner. And even kitambo, when those, because I think in a way, when I think about it, I somehow did see the trajectory of how you
The
built
bedsitters.
the bedsitter, and then now you moved, and like there's been a clear
Progression.
step in how you've done it. But what sparked the idea of turning it into now a business? Because people like doing things, but they never think, okay, this might be a business. I like baking. I never think to open a bakery.
Or even if you're baking for your friends.
Yeah.
Imeishia hapo.
Yeah.
Like turning it into a fashion house, a real, like ungekuwa tu fundi wa mtaa, and there's nothing wrong with fundi wa mtaa, but just now blowing up the vision.
Yeah.
And then also the narrative of fundi.
Itaka
Because
kukonda.
Lolo is not like
Fundi.
any if you tell Lolo, I'm picking this dress in 2 weeks, it will be ready in 2 weeks.
I'm not a fundi. It's a professional job.
Exactly.
Maybe
But
that's where we should go. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're not just a fundi.
No.
Si
Tell
fundi
us
unaenda
more.
anakuuliza ulikuwa umeleta shati ama ni trouser?
Material ni gani?
Anaanza
When
kutafuta
inaanza
kwa gunia.
Utafuta.
Sasa
Unapata arm iko huku, mguu iko huku. Now
I remember Pastor Mildred gave a story. Let me just give this story on her behalf. She said she once went alipeleka, you know she's Nigerian,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of descriptive venye anapeana hii story. Venye unapeleka tu nini kwa fundi, umeachia fundi
Fabric.
na kujia in 3 weeks or 2 months. Alikuja fundi, the first time I think he had closed.
Guy.
Ayuko, I think alimwambia anakuja,
Akafunga.
fundi akaamua acha niende. The second time si alimpata ama alimgoja, I can't remember. Fundi ndo anatafuta material.
ndio anatoa fabric.
Vile wanatoa fabric, hivyo ndo aliingia naye kwa mtaro. Vita.
God.
So we've had horror stories.
Yeah.
People have
But
horror
you don't you have a horror
experiences.
story for a fundi? Because may I have one. I was going for a wedding. And I'll never forget. It was that time for polka dots. So that dress was polka dots. You're pink, you're blue, and you're black. I have such a
But
vivid
pink, blue, black.
Very nice. So this fundi was to create, don't judge me, but that time my mom and I used to wear zinafanana. We no longer do. Just to make
Now it's
the
your
next-
husband who is now.
But he doesn't want. I've really been trying.
It's okay.
but
They're all the
he's-
same. They all don't want.
He doesn't want. Do you know nikiendea nguo harusi ni leo. So harusi ni saa 8. So nilikuwa nimeenda like the previous week. Akaniambia natengeneza kujia. Nilipata this part is alone. The back part is alone. Like all the pieces are separate from each other.
So amekata.
Harusi is in a couple of hours.
Harusi is in a couple of hours. I was so mad. Guy. Me from that day, kwanza fundis, but then until I met Lolo, I stopped doing custom niliacha. Because what is that?
Yeah.
The heartbreak. I'll never forget that
heartbreak.
wedding.
Where?
Even now what I wore after. It was so bad. Anyway. So unapata huku kuko separate, huku kuko separate.
But yeah, you're not just any foodie.
No.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
I think you've asked 2 questions.
Yes.
Let me start with the first one. For me to turn it into a business, initially ndio nianze kufanyia watu. I told you it was a self-discovery journey. So I used to make clothes, try and discover myself, and to just make myself feel good and heal. So when I started realizing how good clothes make me feel, and I'm healing, and I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling happy, I was like, no, the world needs this. Why can't I let Daisy feel the way I am feeling? So that thought started developing in me, and it forms the foundation of my business till now. I don't do it for money. I do it to impact people in terms of identity, to build people's identity. Because when you wear our clothes, you go somewhere and you're confident, the impact you will have, that's what I'm after. I'm not after you buying the clothes.
Yeah.
I'm after how you will feel and what it will make you do after you wear that outfit. Whether it's for your wedding, for your graduation, an interview, you're hosting, anything you're doing. So that's where it started from. That's where it started from. And it remains to be the heart of our business still now. So I started doing it for myself. I thought about it. People started asking, hey, you look nice. Who made your clothes? I did. Actually, initially had said, I will be, you see, those behind the scenes people, you don't know who runs this brand.
Yeah.
Because again, I have been a chronic introvert for the longest time. So the idea of building a brand and people knowing,
you being the face.
I was like, no, because
Yeah.
I work so well behind the scenes. I'm a hands-on person. So I was like, I'll build it. No one will know. It should be for the impact. But I had to change things because I realized people buy people.
Yes. People invest in people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the impact of what I wanted to have in the clothes needed me. I wouldldn't have just produced.
Yeah.
The impact is what now shaped the model, the business model that I have now. Yes. So I realized, also, because as I said, I love God. One of the principles I learned from the Bible, Moses, what do you have in your hand? I was like, the only thing I have in my hand is this skill. My mom once told me, something that you have in your hand, no one can take away from you.
Yeah.
If it's papers, zikichomeka alafu. But if it's skill, you can build the skill in whichever way. So when I realized that's the one thing that I had in my hand, that I can make something that can make me feel confident and I can do better for the world, I can give it to somebody else as well. And when I continued to seek the Lord about it, the vision started growing. Till now, it's still unraveling. So that's when it evolved into a brand, into a business. Before it was Blessing Creations. Do you remember?
Yes.
It wasn't even Lolo
It was not
Fashion
Lolo
House.
Fashion House.
No.
Yeah, Blessing
It was
I do
Blessing.
remember.
Yeah, it was Blessing Creations because my name is Laurine Blessing. It was Blessing Creations. So when I started thinking about it more as a brand, Blessing Creations is not a global brand.
Haiwezi toka vizuri
I
kwa
will-
the
But
mouth of America.
I think in nation.
It's local. Same with the logo. So when I started seeking the Lord more about it and building it, that's when it evolved to Lolo. Because Lolo, again, I was doing my research, those high-end brands, 4-letter words, down to the logo. If you look at our logo, it's Lolo, but inside the O's is multicolors
Yes.
and global, kind of. It looks like a globe-ish. So it's been evolving. Till now, it's still building. Day by day, we are still getting new visions because, again, I believe when you pursue one step, God gives you another. Because we weren't doing Randall then.
Yeah, you weren't. Yeah.
No, we were just doing vitenges and then we continued growing from experience. And also when I realized the value that I can give people over time, that's what has continuously shaped. Because I am a solution giver. I am solution oriented. So I'll see there's an issue here in fashion. Let me try and solve it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the other part of you're not just any other foodie.
It's a profession.
Yes, actually, you take it like a
Yes.
profession.
Because for me, when these big corporates that we see, these big brands, they started somewhere. They started from somebody. It was somebody's idea. The only difference is that they learned how to build systems around it. And I believe these skills that we have, hii kazi ya mkono, once you put structure to it, then it can grow. Mimi, again, there's no issue with fundi wa barabara, but no, alafu, I want to build something generational. How then can I build something generational? So for me, it leads me to, I am continuously studying, like literally taking courses in fashion, in business, because I want to build something which will outlast me. And now, because of having that mentality, it has also shaped how I run my business in-house. In that now we even have like literally documented SOPs. Like that's what I've been like in this season of training. Somebody once said, anything that lives in your mind cannot be multiplied or systemized. So how can I do that for this business? And I realize it's one of the challenges with people who do handcrafted businesses because it's your creativity. Of course, no one can do it the way you do. The same way you can still come and the way I'd handle you isn't how somebody else can handle you, but you just need to trust and train them to the ability I can. And again, from the Bible, there are people who were given people with skill to be able to build the temple. So I should believe that God can send me people who have the skill and the ability to be able to build the way I'd build. To the extent I can impart. Yes, tukienda tukigrow.
I want us to go back a bit. There's something you said that I feel we shouldn't leave it just said as it was. You said that you started creating clothes and creating outfits because they made you feel good. And you mentioned something that growing up you had a lot of self-esteem issues and a lot of identity. It's like there was something you had an identity crisis sort of. If you're comfortable sharing a bit about that, how did that mold you growing up, and then how did you get to a place now where your identity was founded in Christ?
So my issues, I'm an only child.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
I'm an only child. Yes, I'm an only child. And growing up, there were so many issues with my parents. Those marital issues. And also my father was a traditional Kikuyu man who, if things went his own way, firstborn angetoka hivi akiguruma kama simba. But well, came out a bouncing baby girl.
The soprano.
Yes. Came out a bouncing baby girl. And that was really heavy because you could see the desire that he wants a boy. Even how I'm grateful. Looking back, those days I was just like, this man is just messing my mind up. But now I'm grateful because alinilea kama.
That's what I was going to ask. Were you raised then like
yes,
her?
Yes. Which I feel has shaped a lot of how I am and shapes a lot of how I operate. Even in business, the aggressiveness. Like, I am grateful for those skills now. Then it was bad. Yeah, so that was my main issue growing up. So brought a lot of low self-esteem. I didn't love myself. I was like, and you see some of those statements that parents say, I could catch them very fast. So when I got to campus, led me to self-harm. My scars are still here. I have prayed the Lord remove them, but he said, let them remain as a sign.
As a testimony.
Yes. So led me to self-harm because I was like, if my parents don't love me, they didn't even want me, then what is this life for? I was very suicidal in high school. That's why I was doing that. Until I tried. I think it went past suicide. It was suicidal. Right now I look back, I'm just like, I was just possessed because how can you sit down and slit your wrist, slit your thighs? Are you normal? So I thought it was okay then. But
the pain won't, like, what's going on through your mind, your
it
head
reached
at
a point
that
where I stopped feeling pain.
You are numb.
Yeah. Like I was doing it for pain because now you also divert.
feel, yeah.
But then it reached a point I couldn't feel anything. Until the point, there's a time I cut my thigh in high school. Kuna vile nilikuwa najua itaisha. But the blood was not stopping. And then I just saw, I think it's God's vision. I just saw a vision. I was found in a pool of blood. I was like, I don't want to go out like this. Even if it's dying. In a pool of blood. I was like, I can't do that to the people who will find me. So then I tried so many times. take the scalpels, throw them away. Ilikuwa inakata, but by God's grace, I overcame. And I wasn't in a space where I could talk to anyone. Funny enough, in that period of time, I'd do it, but even parents wouldn't notice. Again, maybe because I was built in a way that I could hide. You wouldn't even know. Friends wouldn't even know. Hizo ndo enzi za kuvaa long sleeves. Una roast na joto. You're fine. No, I wouldn't go for swimming. So many things around that. But I decided, I felt tired. Tired of that pain. Tired of... Because the scars don't go. So I was like, this canvas will end. This canvas will one day end. I don't want to look at myself as a full artboard. So I was just like, no, I can't. That future, I don't want that future. So the only way I knew out was God. I don't even know how I went to God. I have no idea. I just found myself. I remember it was in Form 3. I told God to... just help me. Help me with this. That's when I started my journey progressively. I started pole too. I started reading the Bible, finding my worth. There were so many negative voices in my mind. But for me, I was those people who, till now, if I hear a negative voice in my mind telling me, you're not worthy, I use a scripture. I used to stand literally like a mad person and speak it out. Counter the negative voice with my mouth. God, with my mouth, not in my mind, with my mouth. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God loves me and he died for me. So those things, I started doing that, which I'm really, really grateful, because if I didn't go through that season, I don't think I'd be grounded and rooted in Christ right now. And even my value in Christ. I'm still growing, but I feel like it shaped a lot of that. So when I saw really the only one who could give me that peace was God, then I stayed in God. That's what helped me now also overcome the self-harm. Then I chose to, because there's like a feeling, there's a peace you get. You see that song, there's the peace that God gives, the world can't give. When I tasted that, I was like, let me try this some more.
Yeah.
And that's what made me continuously go. That's why I can't go back. Yeah.
I love that. The reason why I asked that is because I feel like identity is such a huge thing, such a core thing for people. In that, if you don't face the issue of identity head on, it either breaks you, and then if you do face it, it brings out, it can unleash you into a different level of purpose. Because that's what she said, that it was from that space that now she started discovering, making outfits and all that, which led. So it's the identity. If you run away from identity, exactly. If you run away from identity challenges, and like, and you're here, it's an identity issue, and you keep dodging it and you keep going round in circles. But if you head on, confront it, and allow the Lord to show you who you are in Him, solidify, bring that foundation, it can really introduce you to such a new, different, a different life with God, and with now living out your purposes for Him.
And I see it a lot in clothes.
Yeah.
Because now, for me, because I was on that journey, when I interact with people, our identity is, let me just use the word, messed up by the society around us, the people we've allowed into our space. Because somebody comes, when we're guiding you through the designing process, I don't want sleeves. Why? My arms are flabby. I'm like, who told you your arms are flabby? You look at the lady, she's pretty, the arms are not flabby. But she was told, your arms are flabby. Like, I remember for me, my dad should not watch this podcast. Like, for me, even my toes, just an example, my toes, they're very small. So my dad used to make fun of me and say, zinaka kama mahindi. So kuku, because I grew up with chicken, close shoes. Zitakula zikifiria ni mahindi. So for me, actually, it took me a long time before I even started wearing open shoes. Oh, it was hard. I didn't love my toes. I always wore closed and socks.
Wow.
Kama niko even an open space, I'll wear socks. So something just like that. Yeah. Even let's say like wearing something fitting. My mom always said, my mom is curvy. She'd always say, kama uko nazo usizionyeshe. So I struggled. I started wearing fitting clothes way past campus na huko mbele. Just because I was told, kama uko nazo usizionyeshe. But then when I wear these other clothes, they don't flatter me.
You just look.
And not even speaking about the body changes. I was pregnant, But going back to the identity thing, so that's why I actually love what I do, because I realize when you're working with somebody in that journey, for me, some people, like people who've walked together, This time, some of them, you win them completely. You find by the time we're done with our consultation, what you wanted made is not what you will end up with, because the colors you wanted, because down to color, like I used to wear black a lot because of identity. I never wanted to be seen in spaces. I couldn't even wear red lipstick.
Because black would make you obscure.
Exactly. It was comfortable. But then, that's why I ask those questions. What color do you want? If for me, I realize the color you want is not based on the occasion, it's based on a certain insecurity, I'll try with wisdom to highlight it and try and see if you can try something else.
Yeah.
Because my purpose is to walk you through that self-discovery as we are making your outfit. Even if you're buying it off the shelf, it can be good and it looks good, but it's not serving the purpose that you need to serve. What's the need? Yes. So I think people should actually pay more attention to that. Why do you wear the way you wear? Why that dress? Why those colors? Why that hairstyle? Is it because things were imposed on you, or are you truly expressing yourself through fashion? Because all this is a statement. It's self-expression. Before you speak, people see you. People look literally from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. What hairstyle? We should be more intentional. And when you take time to even go through that journey with God, then you're able to see the places where you're flawed. Sometimes you dress the way you dress, ndio usionekane. Or even you dress the way you dress so that you can sexually entice others. That's also wrong. If the motive is that day that I'm wearing that fitting dress, so that let them see this waist I have worked on, then let it be you're doing it for yourself. Then that serves a greater good. Yeah.
So for you, it's more of for you. It's more of like how do I put it? For you, it's a purpose thing.
Oh yes.
Like when you anytime you dress someone, it's not always okay. Avaitu Kenyatava. It's always trying to make sure that the person that is they see what you're seeing.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I like that someone can, because I've seen that a lot. I remember someone once said they had created a fashion line for plus size women, and then now they noticed that their dresses, because they wanted plus size women to feel comfortable in wearing nice because you'll find a lot of plus size women maybe wear long things, baggy things,
and it's because they can't find what they want in their size.
Or if they do wear something fitting, it's because they wanaambiwa sasa mbona unatuonyesha mwili yako. Not that you go extreme, but still context. So they said that they had to do away with the fashion line because of that. But
because the like, plus size women are not buying.
Yes, they're not buying because hawataki kuvaa either if it's now arms. They don't show the arms because it's flabby. If it's neck, if it's like legs or whatever. So it's like, okay, who told you? Yeah. So the narrative.
Yeah. And I think it's so interesting how God like uses our stories, because a random fundi, hata mimi sijaifikiria hivyo. Like even if, but you are able to see that because of like the journey God has taken you through is to serve a specific purpose.
Yes.
And it's so that anyone who walks in your store, it's not just so that you can sell them a dress, but that there's a story that God is revealing. There's something about that person that needs to be seen, but only you can see it. Yeah. So the rest of us can't see it, but the minute you interact with this person, you realize, oh, they like this. This is the reason. This is happening because of this. So only you, because of the experience that you've been through, are able to see that. Yeah. And I think that's really beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So maybe as we move on, so now the vision is grand and it's continuing to evolve. Are there some challenges you faced in this?
Yeah.
This building.
In this building fashion house.
Oh wow. I think one of my challenges, going back, I'd have done things a little bit differently in terms of building. Yes.
You might never know. I think sometimes when you see someone
doing so well,
you're like, okay, you think, yeah. I think what I mean is sometimes it's good for people to really have such conversations because then they learn.
Because that's what you're seeing from the outside.
Yeah, from the outside, yeah.
I think one of the things is I wouldn't have centered the business around me.
Yeah.
Because of the vision I have, centering the business around myself becomes very hard to scale.
Okay. Because everyone wants to come to Lolo.
Exactly.
Who attended to you? Nataka Lolo.
Lolo yuko. Kama hayuko.
It's like I'm trying to feel substandard.
Exactly. Even now I tell people my name is not Lolo. My name is Laurine. The business name is Lolo.
I thought we've always called you Lolo.
Because it's the short form. But nyinyi ni watu mlikuwa mnanijua kitambo.
Before, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
so
the short
after.
form of Laurine. So after, I'm just like, no. That's also what, for one of the reasons why I changed it from Blessing Creations to Lolo Fashion House. Lolo Fashion House is an identity by itself. Blessing Creations, literally.
Was you.
Creations made by Blessing. Exactly. So it was one of the reasons why I evolved into that. So that is one of the things I'd have done differently. I'd have removed myself from the business earlier.
But how does that look like practically?
It looks like being okay. Yes, I know we've worked.
Because now I'm coming to you.
Yes.
Like even when someone gives me your number, I'm just like, enda useme unataka
Nyinyi ndio mnafanya Lolo hayuko sawa nitakuja next time.
Ni Laurine. Like so okay, we are also part of the problem.
But you see, again, because of the vision. Because my vision is having multiple brands, multiple branches, different countries. I can't multiply myself as I am.
True.
But you see,
people.
somebody, there's a lady I like listening to. She's called Apostle Isi. She said, if you cannot multiply yourself, the dominion mandate, we have to multiply and fill the earth. If you cannot multiply, you're failing. You're failing humanity. You're failing the kingdom. So anything you have in your hands, if you can't multiply it, then hapo kuna kamisi kidogo. So for me, I can't multiply. Tell me, how can I be able to multiply? Exactly. If it is centered around me, I can't multiply. So what I'd have done differently is maybe what I'm learning now, which I've been practicing of late. I'd have brought people in sooner and tried to impart. Impart the skill, impart the vision. Because it also needs time to impart the vision. It needs time to be able to impart the vision that you're having in people. Before nile woga ya because some of the reasons why I didn't, because I started by stitching myself. So now I couldn't get other people nitawalipa aje. That's a fear. Just sasa ukiwa na watu, I have people on salaries. You're like, sasa wewe salary yako lazima ifike, uko na rent, uko na hizi vitu zote. So I'd have overcome that fear, one, and also been okay, understanding that no one can do what I do. It's a fact.
The fear of people leaving.
Yeah. And also, no, even if they come and they're very good at, no one can do it the way I do. I should be okay with that. I should be okay with, I have this lady on my team or this man on my team, understand they cannot communicate to clients the way I can 100%. I should also not expect them to carry the vision 100% the way. They have not been there when I was having my encounters with God.
Yeah.
When I was having those sleepless nights drafting it up, they were not there. The best I can do is try and communicate it and build them in it.
Yeah.
So I will have overcome those fears sooner. And now looking at, I invest a lot of time in building my mind, studying. So I try to look at what other people are building in terms of corporate and these businesses which have gone forth and try and see what systems can I put in place. Like now I'm building my team in a way that there are things they can handle without me. And kwani hata kutachomeka kiasi gani? Yeah, sometimes we fear too much. We fear too much and you still hold on. So yes, I have people, but I am holding on. There. So yes, it's bad kidogo. Somebody can come, you can meet somebody in the team. They won't handle you the way I'd have handled you. You feel offended. Acha nitapoza hiyo moto baadaye. I should be okay with that.
Yeah.
I should be okay with trying to, I will do damage control after. Because without that, without reaching that point, we can't build. And if I look at it, how many people can I handle in terms of consultations in
That's
a day?
true.
Even if it's 2 hours, my capacity, because as you've seen, our consultations are very engaging. It takes from you.
Yes.
So I can't grow, I can't multiply. I'll be a slave to the business.
Yeah.
And I found myself in that rat race.
And I like that you said that because I've seen a lot of businesses, especially ones where the skill is with the owner. They grow to a certain level where now they can't multiply themselves.
Yeah.
And the fear of when bringing people, the overheads, the everything. Because I think that's every business person's fear, you know. Because we're eating into, is it the revenue or the profit? Like we're eating into the business. Because now umetoa rent, umelipa huyu, umelipa huyu. And especially when it's a skill like yours. So you find now they cower where they're now a slave to the business, right? But then also the business gets to a place where inamtema,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word, right? Because now you cannot sustain the demand, or now you're even, because all you're doing is this. There's a book I read that says you're either working in the business or on the business, and it's very dangerous if you're always working inside, because you never get to have an aerial view on what's happening on the business.
Yeah.
So when now the scale is you, everything is you, you don't notice the other things that are happening.
Yeah.
So you have no time to get yourself outside and look at the business from an outside, from a different angle, from a different perspective. So you find after a while, they do so well. So their curve goes like this, then
Chini.
inashuka. And I've always wondered, what exactly is it? But now I get it's that multiplying effect. Because it needs to get to a place where you multiply yourself. And now you start building competence and confidence in the people that you're bringing in. You're just like, I might not be there, but this person is just as good as me, or even better, and being okay with that fact.
Yes.
And knowing there's a unique thing about you that even if I brought 10 people, they might be good, but I have a unique fact about me. Yes, I like that you said that about entrepreneurs, because you always find they get to a mark. Inakata. So you ask them, what's the problem? Are you making money? Yeah, but not as much as when I started. So now they either shut down, or it's a lot of mess going on in the So I think when you realize early enough that I need to multiply myself, I need a multiplier effect in this business so that I'm able to step back. Because even if you look at corporate, right? We have senior managers, then we have the CEO, then we have the board.
Yeah, why not run a business?
Why not run a business? Because the manager is very involved in the everyday.
Yes.
Then they report to the CEO. But you see, the board comes in quarterly. So the board has a very aerial view.
Yes.
And they're able to inform now. The decisions they're able to make are very outside the emotions, the emotions of business. I think now when you put it like that, I think I'm processing what you're saying, but it gives a lot of perspective to why we're unable to scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, allow me to add on to that.
Yeah.
One of the things is figuring out who you are. Yes, you can have started the business, but you have different strengths. Like,
yes.
I remember, I don't know if I can mention her name, the owner of Titi. She said she's a
Is it
marketer.
Victoria?
Yes. She's a marketer. So that's what she does for the
Loved
business.
her episode on
Founder
this shameless
Diaries.
plug, Founder Diaries.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Naturally, I'm not a marketer. I am more of a visionary. I can sit down, plan end to end. So I realized finding myself in the loophole of production would drain me a lot. And of course, because of not building structures, I'll find myself going back. So when I realized how I function best for the sake of this business, which is an entirely different identity, which will have an identity by itself outside me, then I started putting systems in place to allow that. So one, figuring out what is your natural strength, what you should be pouring into the business, and then some of the things that you can't do, get people to fill in those gaps.
Yeah.
The things that you also can do, as long as they stay in your mind again, you cannot delegate it. So if you have to write it down, if you want to train, do it. Because for me, I used to get physical fatigue breakdowns thrice a year. Like my body shut down completely.
Burnout. That's the
yeah.
thing I also
Completely.
wanted to
I
ask.
just wake up, my body is shaking, I can't eat. I can't
literally. That's
literally.
And let me tell you, your body.
when
your
you
body
walk,
will
don't
shut down
think
on
And
you.
it
about
won't tell you at nini. So those are the days I just be there in bed. I'm just texting clients. I'm sorry, I got an emergency.
Yeah.
And I can't do anything about it. Kabisa,
Because your
kabisa.
body is broken and you need your body to work.
Yeah. So I think I had not learned. I'm learning. I am not 100%. No entrepreneur. Okay, some people have mastered that, but it's what I'm also intentionally. So when I started getting those physical episodes, is when I realized where
It's bad.
is bad. Is bad. And the day I'm like that means the business is not continuing.
That's the
That
other
means
thing.
my employees can't.
You can't meet your overheads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My family can't be fed. So many things are around it. So I'm just like, hey. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the question as entrepreneurs as well is, are you running a kiosk or are you running a business? Because you know the way you have like a neighborhood kiosk, when she goes to the toilet, she closes the kiosk
Yes.
to go to the washroom,
You
right?
will wait.
and you have to wait. But a business is a model that runs because I've also been learning about systems. It's a model that runs with systems. Yes, it's in your head, but can someone else do it? If they can't do it, then it's not helping anybody.
Exactly.
So you need to put it down so that even if you are, I don't know where, like they can just say, okay, so this is what we do when a client comes in.
Exactly.
And they're able to okay.
I personally really admire anyone who goes into business.
I
Like
know.
because and then I used to feel like business, it's like a gene. Ni kama kunywa kukuwa na mtu ako kwa biashara. Like for us, I feel like my parents are mostly career people. And I think even looking at our family tree, a lot of from my dad's side, a lot of people are in career. So anytime I meet someone who's in business, I'm so intrigued because there are things that I never, like for you grew up with parents who are in business.
Yeah.
So I'm usually like, maybe kuna
There's a gene that you're not there.
ilipitishwa. But how do you, the reason I'm saying I admire is because I can imagine the fear, especially now, let's talk about now, the reality of even the economy and running a business. And I know faith plays such a big part in understanding that, okay, the economy is like this, but I'm of a different economy.
Yeah.
But how do you navigate the fear? You've mentioned some of them, but the fear of, okay, will I be able to pay my employees next week? I've expanded. You've expanded a few times.
Yeah.
Like you moved. I've seen you move from different species.
Yeah.
I've moved. This rent is thrice
I know.
what I used to
my
pay.
God.
What
you
am
know,
I
as the more
doing?
the rent is rising, the electricity, it never rises alone.
Exactly.
It never rises
It's just
alone.
going.
They
I'm
go
like,
and they
hey.
go
Like doing a
together.
panda.
Yeah.
You know, I need to pay rent. I need to take, what are some of those things that you've had to really confront, and how do you,
Move on
especially the
regardless.
expanded, how have you managed to expand in the few times you have, and even the many that will come without shrinking? Because me, when I think of
Yeah.
growth,
Business,
I'm
yeah.
usually like, that's why I'm like, I know I want to get into business, but the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that as a business person?
One, business is not mine. I even tell my people, my team, I won't call them my employees, my teammates. I tell them, atamisi boss, niko na boss. So for me, I tell you, it's been literally a journey of faith. The day I said I will never pass date 5 if I have not paid everything. Date 4, my account is not matching my expenses. I tell God,
Now,
Sasa
boss.
your business is different.
Yeah. They're
Your
asking Lord.
employees need to
They're
be
asking
paid.
Lord.
Yes, your employees need this, and this. Because in the same breath, I ask him for the strategies.
Yeah.
He's the one who brings the clients and everything. So for me, what helps me with the fear, it's not mine. And I have nothing to lose. I'm doing it for impact. Yes, impact runs on money, but I'm doing it for his purpose. So why should I fear? What does the economy have? Like, God forbid it goes down. Not God forbid. Even if he says, like that chapter closes.
Yeah.
Then,
Can only get better.
yeah. Unless it's a matter of pride. What will people say? What we need? Because why do we fear business is closing down?
Right.
It's just pride. So when you let go of those things, it becomes easy. If it closes down, nisawa, whatever, tell me what's next.
Yeah.
Period. And also one of the things which has helped me grow, because our journey, my good Lord, moved from my mother's one bedroom, moved to an SQ. The bed was there, now mine. The bed was there, the machine was there, the closet was there. People used to, mtu anaingia na fit nguo, natoka nje nasema kwa mlango, upime nguo, ukimaliza nibishie nitoke. Moved from that one now to ile bed sit, another longer one in South B, where I just put a partition board in between. So the sitting room was everything. Moved to now Thika Road, the one bedroom was still my house. The sitting room was the shop fully. The bedroom was now mine. Moved till where now we are. That now we have the shop production, the bridal.
There's also
And
a
even
bridal
with the
part.
shop, you've still expanded. Because sometimes I
Yes.
see you expanding. And
Because
I'm
there's a bridal
see,
part
Lolo
now.
expanded the other day. Now we are like,
Nabado.
yeah.
My mentor said one thing one of the days when he was just teaching about business, and he said, unaweka pesa kwa account ifanye nini? No, ni ukweli.
Huyo
Most of the people
mentor
of
anajua
it-
Victor. Huyo mentor na Victor.
Serious?
Yeah.
No, like for real.
Mimi ni wa
He just
pesa
he
lazima
just said it
iko.
as
Hata me, I
a
want to
statement.
see
tuione
And
tu.
that's why we don't move. Because even for me to get the shop where I am, in the
yes.
storefront,
The store,
I was
yeah.
in the one behind. I don't know if you've come for the where we have the bridal.
Yeah.
So I was praying and telling God how this shop has opened up. I really, really want to get it.
Oh, so you were behind
Yes.
before
So
moving.
you'd moved from
Yes.
where we used to come uko,
Eh,
then you'd moved behind.
yes. Unaona hapo sasa, the
yes,
storefront,
yes.
kuna now the bedroom.
Where you do the bridal.
Yes, the bridal and now the production. That's where we were. So for me to get the shop, I prayed, oh Lord, give me finances. And then on one of the Sundays, my mentor says, akiongea tu, anasema na wengine, for you to grow business, you need to take risks. You need to be able to, whatever you have, what do you have? Pesa ikae kwa account alafu, use money to build money.
That's
that day
true.
is when I closed my prayers. I sat down. I tell you, every time we've had to move, I've had to take, you see everything. Everything. You gather all your chicks, make that decision. That's the day I sat down. I realized I've been praying the wrong prayers. For real. I sat down with my calculator, every single money I owned. Na unajua business ni 3 months rent,
I
1 month's
know.
deposit, ufanye nini.
Renovations.
Everything I took together was enough. Enough
Wow.
to do that. So I was like, aki enyewe. Sometimes fear is the devil itself. It hinders us from so many things.
Because you'd have waited, and you could have waited until
Hiyo
useme,
pesa ijae.
wacha
Na hiyo
pesa
tutengeneze
ilikuwa.
ifike 3 months.
Na hiyo pesa silikuwa. I just had to take that leap of faith.
Yeah. And take the leap of faith and trust that God will catch you.
Exactly.
Hey, God.
Ni kuiachilia tu. Again, I said the business is not mine.
Yes.
And I came to realize, you see, the more I have that belief that the business is not mine, this vision is not mine, the same way my life is not my own. When the idea comes, it's not mine. What makes me think this is my idea? Even the plans that I have for expansion now, what makes me think, at the very least, as a human being, I'm able to think of those ideas.
What gives, yeah,
That's right. It's not me. So as ikikuja, I'm like,
Yeah.
even as I'm pursuing
Yeah.
them, I go back to find out, this is yours. Okay, we go. By the time inafika hapo, even for those doors to open to the point where I went there, that opportunity, you can see traces that this has been footprints of God. God's hand has been here, here. So why do I want to exclude him from this one?
And
Great perspective.
none of those things could have happened if you didn't move.
No.
It's like what you were saying,
Ungekuwa tu
clarity.
ukisemanga, lakini unajua mimi okay, and
Nilikuwa, yeah.
niko na dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that pains you more than when you see someone doing something you were meant to do.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. And people will always do that thing that you wanted to do.
They will do.
I
do it better.
Yeah, I think, was it Pastor Angie who was saying? She's saying, and now God will make you sit there front center so that you can see.
God will not wait. The thing he wants to be done
Pressure
will be
imefika kwa
done.
kichwa.
Yeah.
Somebody said God's will cannot be held hostage by a man.
No.
Yeah.
So you refuse, he gives you one chance, 2
isn't that
chances. It's like,
so-
boss, humanity
Yeah.
needs that.
Isn't that so humbling? Because
It
also
is.
it gives you perspective of
Yeah.
it's also not your ideas to
No,
relax.
it's not, yeah. It's
But
by the
also,
way.
From Lolo's story, what you can also get, it doesn't also mean that you are lazy. Because see, it's the point of putting systems and structures because you understand what you're building,
Yeah.
but also understanding it's not mine. It's like raising a child. You know this child is not yours. You are a
Yes.
steward of
Yeah.
the child's life.
Yes.
But you see, you
That's
still
such
need to
great
feed them.
perspective.
Yes.
Yeah.
You still need to spend time with
Because
them.
if you don't, who come for you? Then okay,
Yeah.
the government will come for you. Because why are you not taking the child to school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Because we need to seek out and now practice and build.
Yeah.
Also realizing there's God's ideal, but then we are human. That point of humility and surrender, we need to build. I wasn't born with the skills. Even the courses I'm doing, that knowledge now, I didn't have it then. But as the word says, it's my responsibility to seek out wisdom, to grow, to study, to make myself approved.
Approved,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a whole system. The system was already laid out. So sometimes as Christians, tumeingia pengine. But one of our issues is that we detach ourselves from work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
That's
put
true. We have a lot of
religion-
wishful thinking.
I wouldn't say spirituality, because true spirituality, you should be able to know
Yes.
what you ought to do in every time. You should be able to know what God's will is. You should be able to know the word. You need to work. You need to steward. So let me say religion and work. And I feel like that's where now our poverty and death trap is.
Yeah. Because we are in that mind frame of if God wants it to happen, he will do it.
sis.
Would have done it.
Because for me, it took a while for that mindset to break. To understand that it says that we are now co-laborers. What does that mean?
Yeah.
So I also have to, this work, there's something that I'm supposed to do for this thing. God, his intent for your life is good. He says, beloved, I pray above all things that you would prosper, even as your soul prospers. So his intent is already clear. And I don't know who said, is it Pastor? I don't know who said it. On God's side, the equation is balanced. It's our side now. Yeah. And that's the part, is what you've said. Religion is your wishing, if it's the will of God, if it's, and there's that part of his sovereignty.
Yes, for sure.
But it's also the part of what is in your hands. Because that's
because he's enabled you to do. Like he says.
And the idea he's given you. It's what Joanne, I think, was saying. There's no idea that comes to you that is just random.
No.
Why did you think about it? Why didn't someone else? Why did God ask? Just you have that idea. There's something that he's put in you to ensure that it can come out. Yeah. As we finish.
Before, are we even close to finishing?
Yeah.
No, type
The
tunaonyesha
bombastic
mikono.
side I have started.
But
5 hours to go.
I wanted us to talk about how you pivoted into bridal, just all things bridal. Because I remember when we first knew you, you were doing mostly
Vitenges.
event outfits, I guess, in general. But what made you pivot into now doing bridal? Of course, now bridal meaning the bridal
From
team,
everything.
groom,
Because
the
now there's
the
Mfalme
men.
as well.
Yes. And then now the bride and the groom. Because I feel like you started with bridal teams and
The
then now went
bridesmaids,
to bride. But now what made you scale into those spaces?
Yes, so after my wedding in 2020 December is when I decided, I saw a gap because I did my own gown and there were so many issues the morning of the wedding. My good Lord.
Can we get a picture of your gown so that we
It was
put
so
it?
All
beautiful.
right.
We put it here.
Where says it a gown. My God, in terms of structure, like now when you study, you realize, unajua watu wengi wanashona gown. It's a white dress. It looks like a gown, but the structure is not a gown. Those are two different things.
Okay.
So that one, hata ukiona, it looks like a gown outwardly, but it was a white dress. It was a white dress. Yeah. So after that, the morning of the wedding, so many things happened.
How did you even decide to do your own gown?
Dress, yes.
Because actually, I think it's my mom is the one who told me. I wanted to buy. Kanimeno utako unaambia watu unashona nguo na huwezi jishonea yako. She said it as a statement. Utaambia watu unashona nguo na huwezi jishonea yako. It was just a statement, but it caught my attention. I was like, yeah, actually, let me make my dress. Kwa nini? Then I started, researched and we made it. So the morning of the wedding, there were so many issues. Nguo ya bridesmaid moja ilichomeka akipiga pasi usiku. So my mom in the morning, she just felt in her heart, thank the Lord for the hearts of mothers. She just felt, ebu niangalie nguo zote akapata moja imechomeka inside. Mimi ndio huyo kujaribu ku troubleshoot.
Oh my God.
What we'll do. Nikachukua hii hapa, nikafanya. So after that period is when I decided, I think I want to offer these solutions to brides. So even for me to enter into bridal, it was understanding that brides have so much pressure, so much stress. So before even the morning of the wedding, I take every bride that I get as someone we can walk with in terms of faith journey. Because people don't have people to talk to.
Comes in that season.
In that season, you think people will, I think me as a bridal gown stylist, I'm a therapist. It's just like my consultations are therapy and everything in between. Because this person does not understand. You come with so many emotions. Families behaving the way they feel like. Maybe you're not even
green and your color is purple.
Your bridesmaid does not want.
Blonde.
I know.
Agree.
Hey.
Your bridesmaids don't want. This one doesn't want to wear the dress you chose. This one wants a slit reaching the waist. Your parents don't want a slit. This one wants this. So many things in between. Because I encountered those things with my bridesmaids kidogo. So I was like, I'm at work. So if I can help you, because again, I told you, my business is solution oriented. So I was like, if you come to me as a bride, what solution can I offer you? These are things which can't be quantified by money. Really. At the end of the day, yes, it's the gown you get, but what can I help you? I want by the time you come to me, tukimalizana, there's impact. Either you didn't have faith, you will even get money for your wedding to begin with, or even your wedding will have happened in the first place. But by the time we're done, you've been built up in faith. The things I can help you handle in between, I will. If it's handled, I usually tell my brides, I'm at work. I have no relationship to lose with your bridesmaids.
Yeah.
So I even tell, I think we've handled those things with you. You as the bride, don't handle your team. When you bring your brides, even minus you as a bride, when you bring your bridesmaids to me, you just delegate. Tell me we discuss what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Period. The only thing I will need you for is to choose colors and we set timelines, period. The rest of the things to communicate, I will do them because I have seen friendships
break.
My good Lord, I've seen friendships hang on the balance. There's a wedding we had, the bridesmaid ali pull out Misho. Clothes are sensitive. Wow. People think clothes are clothes, but clothes carry emotions.
They do.
Carry emotions. Oh, this one did not consider me. So many things in between. So for me, even to enter into that space, again, I said, I look at what solutions can I offer within the same industry I'm in. We're told for you to expand fast before going outside the industry. Look within your industry until you exhaust, then start going outside, which you still can. So that's how I entered into bridal. When I saw all the issues that came with my process with clothes. So that's when now I entered bridesmaids, and now we entered into men. Because, tell me why. Tell me why you've already discussed with your groomsmen the color they should get. But when we are following up the week before, walishonewa nguo za color zingine. Or they didn't.
Nakwambia mi babe niliona kani hiyo color.
Ulisema brown.
Ulisema brown. Tulishona brown. It's like these browns don't match. Exactly. So that's when I decided we do men. So I said, okay, let me make this easier for you. So let me be the one to coordinate your groomsmen attire with your bridesmaids attires. Yes. So that's how the bridal has been continuing. We will soon have like a fully purely bridal store, because now I realized I offer bridal consultations, which is something we've been doing, online consultations and physical. I don't know if you've seen those two posters where we just have a bridal discovery call with you, because brides, you are engaged, you just know you will have a wedding. In between, you have no idea. So because I've done this countless of times, I walk with you. This is what you can do. Have you thought about this? Those small things. Down to even transport. Because people forget even transport. Your bridesmaids were taken to the venue. How will they go back home?
Yeah.
You forget.
After reception.
Exactly. So many things in between. Yeah. So I'm constantly looking at what solution can I give guys. And I feel like when you offer solution, then you leave an impact. So you get the gown, then what? You'll forget the gown. You'll forget the dresses, but you won't forget the impact that we had on that day. And for me, it's about creating that lasting impact and making your life easy, making that process easy. So because you see, it's a lasting memory.
Yes.
You'll forever look back and remember your wedding process and your wedding day. So what can I do to make it a beautiful memory to the extent that I can? Yeah.
I love that. How is the experience so far? Umepatana na ma bridezillas?
Lolo is so calm. Kuna kwanga na bridezillas.
No, mtu atakuja tu na drama apate tu her calm demeanor atulie.
As you're answering that also, there's also the question about gowns costing so much money. So are you also trying to find an affordable way for people to... Because sometimes when you hear... They do cost a lot of money. So also offering affordable. But sometimes I feel like when we say affordable...
It's relative. Affordable is relative.
It's very... But also we have an idea in our mind it won't be good. Yeah. So affordable but still very excellent. Yeah.
Let me start with... which one do I start with? Has.
Yes.
I think that's also a balance people need to have in their minds. I tell people when you come, you want a gown. First of all, figure out how much are you willing to spend.
Yes.
Have brides who come, wanakwambia budget yao ni 20K.
Na wanataka
moon and the stars.
Hii na hii.
Detachable.
Ikwe 3-in-1. There's somebody who comes and they tell you, my budget is 60. My budget is 70. What can we do about it? So I usually say, one, there are people who don't even know how much a gown costs. So before you even choose to go
but even before you got engaged, did you know how much? Because me, I didn't know. Like
I didn't.
I feel like until you're in that season is when you know.
Yeah, but you should do your due diligence. Because like first now we have both the custom made na hizi zingine. So you should be able to know, one, am I a custom made person or a buying person? That's another dynamic. Also, shop around, see how much gowns cost.
Yeah.
And as you're shopping, at least have a rough idea. When you figure out what the type of gown you want, I think it's not a straight line to think about it, because also you need to know, is the gown important to you? The gown is not important to them. I just tell people, spend on whatever is important for you.
Yeah.
If deco is important, spend on it. Wear a 10,000 gown. Like, find out what is important for you. There's somebody, the gown is very important. So they can spend up to 150 on it. It is what is important to them. So I tell brides, the bride and the groom, for both of you, look for what is important for you. If it is that wig, spend on that one. If it is your face beat, spend on that one. If it is the photographer, the particular storyteller you want. So when you figure out that,
now the rest,
we can continue. So now let's say it comes to the gown. You figure out the type of gown you want. Financing. Who will finance your gown? So let's say the gown you want, look for how much it will cost. It costs 50K. Who is financing my gown? Is it you? Is it your groom? Is it your parents? Is it the committee? Because those are the different dynamics that I've come across. So I usually ask somebody, okay, yes, you have this budget, or your gown will cost this much. Next question, how are you planning to pay for your gown? Have you had conversations around financing? Because there are people who have no idea.
Yeah.
And there are people who already know, my mom is paying for my gown.
Yeah.
Or my mom is paying for my gown and she said she'll spend 50. The gown I want is 70. I'll top up 20.
Balance,
exactly. So I don't think brides have that perspective in mind, but that's one of the things that I encourage brides to do. Once you figure that out, then come,
we talk.
then we can try and build.
Yeah.
So it's relative. I can't answer because
No, that's a good.
something can be affordable,
yeah.
but what you want practically is not. Some take hours of hand stitching. Some, there's a lot of things.
Yeah, you want pearls, individual pearls, or we do.
But kindly make it affordable.
Yeah.
I'm just like, well.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I think what do I want to say? That whole process, I think, is very. I like how you, because I remember, like for us, you asked me very questions I didn't even think about. Like for your bridesmaids, because part of the things that people fight about is also the money, because there's makeup, there's hair, there's shoes, there's the morning shoot. So when you took me down all those things, I was just like, and this is a lot of money for these people that I'm asking for them to do. So I remember us having a conversation of just like, okay, tell people, first of all, this is how much it's going to cost.
In advance.
Yeah, I remember, I think I even have that message still. You just, so bridesmaids is hair. This is the person I want for hair. This is how much she charges. Makeup, this is the person I want. So there's such a good breakdown that when you present it to someone and say, yes, I want you to be my bridesmaids, but this is the cost. I want my dresses to be tulle. Tulle is 6,500. So that someone, it also removes a lot of the emotion juu. Kama hawezi, it's a very very nice conversation of I'd have wanted to, but it's cost a lot. And you're also not making me feel bad because this is my wedding and this is what I want. So that really helped clear, that consultation really helped clear the the fog of it's just a wedding, it's not.
And I think the brides should be more gracious to their bridesmaids, because you as a bride, you've been planning your wedding for so long. You've been planning your finances. I don't think there's anybody who's somewhere saving money
to be a
the day they will
bridesmaid.
become a bridesmaid. So I usually encourage brides minimum 3 months to. But by the time you're engaged, you know you're planning your wedding. You already know who you want to be your bridesmaid. Start then. It will extend grace, because kusimamia harusi size it's not less than 25K.
Imagine.
Vizuri. Your dress can cost.
Kwani how much is a dress? Fix your face. How much is a dress?
Tuseme hata 7, tuseme hata 8,000, a good one. Aya,
nashtuka na mimi nimefanya harusi
makeup ni 2,500 to 3K.
Nywele
kama wanafanya natural agado another 3K to 4,000.
Nails.
There's nails.
Aya,
viatu,
church na reception.
Accessories,
undergarments. Kama hana ile body shaper iko hapa na dresses fitting, body shaper 1,500. So ukiwa na hizo vitu, be gracious to your people.
So hizo pia you do an after party, sijui transport.
In the morning we did a shoot, so you bought robes and viatu.
Transport atatoka kwake
alale kwenu.
Unajua hiyo ni cab most of the time. Na jioni.
So God forbid you're in a different city, you have to travel.
Utakuwa na bridal party, they'll be expected to contribute for that bridal shower.
It's a lot when you actually think about it as a bride, because it's a very emotional, and that's why I'm saying I was really grateful, because you're very emotional. You're on the high, I'm getting married. But then you're realizing, yes, people are happy for you, but their lives are still moving. So telling someone, chuna 25K, maybe that's the salary.
Sure.
So that's true. Brides should really extend a lot of grace.
To their brides.
But I liked that consultation. I always remember it was very nice, because it really made me think, hiya. And then maybe, because I did mine very close, because our rush was in August.
Yes.
Then I got married in December. So in August, wameshonesha pia nguo ya rurashio.
I remember you didn't want to washoneshe. Then
Yeah, then there's a whole conversation. Then they wanted to. So now that's August. Then that day they also have makeup. So it's a lot of...
No part mtu ni wa salary.
Yeah.
So I usually tell somebody, think through people as salary people. A business person leo anaweza pata ka 5 kesho hivyo. But salary people, you've given them 3 months. It's 30K.
Yeah.
That means 10,000 per month anatoka salary yake if they didn't have savings.
Yeah.
So when you think about it that way, that's why I intentionally now decided outside, because I've done that for brides I have. But then somebody may be a bride, but I'm not making their clothes. That's why I started offering it as a separate service.
Yeah.
So that people can get that clarity and make it easier for them.
And also the lipa mdogo also helped. Because I remember we started paying for our dresses quite early.
Yes.
And someone would put 2K. So she just sent me this person. So you'd have like a register. So you know I'm a 2K, I'm a bakisha 1,000. So it makes things very easy for people, honestly. I think that was really helpful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Love that. We can wrap it up in talking about, you've been very passionate about businesses and just building kingdom businesses. You could share why, and then you could also share some of the ways people in business, because I think you've also created a community of people in business, how they can reach out to you, how they can plug in, what are some of the things you're doing within the community, and why you felt the need of starting such a community for people in business.
All right. As I said in the beginning, every business that we have, I believe it is an opportunity for heaven to touch earth. Yes, for heaven to touch earth. It is a way in which humanity is blessed by God. So that's why I believe businesses are not just businesses. Yeah. They should be clear access points. So as you're doing your business, you need to figure out, why am I doing this business? As you're doing this podcast, why? When it is serving a good or serving the kingdom and purpose and mandate, then it becomes easier. Not even easier. It makes sense why you're on earth. Yeah. Because then why are we here? We are just passers by. Yeah. But if you're able to figure out, okay, I want to sell tea. For what reason? Why am I selling tea? I want to improve people's health. I want to make sure when they wake up in the morning, they have strength for the day. That is impactful. And when you do that, one, it will give you even a bigger drive every single day. The days you don't feel like going to work. Yeah. The days you feel like, biashara kwani si relax too. Like, is it worth it? But when you think about the impact, the lives which are changed. Like for me, anytime I sit down and remember that bride who was relieved, or how somebody looked at themselves in the mirror and somebody said, I've never seen myself this beautiful in my entire life, it makes it worth it. I tell myself, anytime I don't do this business, because pulpits, I don't have a microphone to preach, but I can impact people through my business. So every time I choose to stay down and not build it and not expand it and not fulfill the kingdom mandate, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth. Fill the earth means global. Yeah. So I cannot stop until my business is global. It's not an far-fetched thing. It is the standard that we... possible. It is the standard. This podcast must be global. So what can you do to make sure it is you fill the earth with it? Does it mean all those things, translations? Like now, our minds should think along those lines. For us to truly say we are building something which is fulfilling the kingdom mandate. Because if it doesn't have those things, the things that Christ came to do, because I was thinking about it, he came to save the world. Sindio, to mend the brokenhearted. Every single thing which Christ came to do, if you cannot do it through your business, then it will bring healing, whether in health, in mind, in finances,
in families.
Break bondages in families, in finance, so many things around it. So you have to make sure your business is centered around that. And when you do that, only then can you now claim. Yes, I can use the word claim. Only then can you now claim kingdom access and kingdom resources. Because now that's a mistake we do. We are not running a kingdom business, but I will be on my knees. I will fast for 40 days. Father, give me to do what? He's just like, so that you can serve the devil's purpose. He won't. So I think it calls for a greater journey of faith, because the vision has to come from him. The stewarding has to come from him. And it's a continuous, because you can't get step 1 and fail. Like, you need to continuously build. And I've seen it through Daniel. They got actual strategies.
Yeah.
Because we have that idea of spiritual business. I pray. Clients line up. Money comes from heaven like manna. But as you see through people in the Bible, people should take time and read.
Yeah.
When you see Daniel, he sought the Lord. He got answers to be able to translate his wisdom from God translated into revelations. Look at Joseph. He built systems which solved solutions, which gave solutions
saved
to a whole nation and his people. Because his people now came
to the
and they were
Egypt,
all
yeah.
blessed.
Yes.
So we should be able to now understand, okay, what does it mean to build a kingdom business? And so for me, with that passion and desire, I was like, again, because I've been in that space, if I cannot multiply anything, I'm failing heaven. So I was like, this thing, I have it in me. I share it with my friends. So I should be able to do it for other people. So in my business, we started every Tuesday, we pray and fast for the business. So I used to do it myself. And then I realized these people are in my system. Si Waislamu,
Yes,
everyone closes.
Kila mtu anafunga.
So I decided I wouldn't be a shy kingdom-minded kingdom CEO.
Entrepreneur, yeah.
You're working in our business. This is what we do.
We fast here.
Here, on Tuesdays, we fast. And we hold hands, we pray. And we have prayer items for the week. This is how we run this business. So I had to overcome that. But then sometimes you're like, am I imposing? You're not imposing. If they cannot subscribe to your system, then wacha wakai tu huko. Because
And you should be okay with that.
you should be okay with that. Otherwise, there'll be hitches. Because you'll find there's what I want people to get from it. Somebody comes, meets them, they leave there feeling depressed. You wonder why. But it's those small hitches. So I had to learn that. So I started doing it with my team first. And then I took on like a few people outside having their own businesses. I was like, would you like, on Tuesdays, we pray and fast together? They joined. So the testimonies we were getting every Tuesday. Back in Lift Cup time, I was just like, guys, don't idolize Tuesdays because like you're finding people getting promotions on Tuesdays, the opportunities they've been waiting for on Tuesdays, so many things happening on Tuesdays. So I was like, okay. I experienced it for like a month plus with a few people outside. I was like, no, other people should experience this. It's not easy. It's been building a community. As an introvert, my good Lord.
God really threw you in the deep end.
Introverts come to the front.
Nilirushwa because me, I'm those silent people.
Oh.
Because now we've opened a WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
The online platform is still very dead. I'm still figuring it out because the posting, the consistency. I even have a calendar. One update, I see my alarm. Kila asubuhi post on. I'm just like post on what where. So I'm still figuring out genuinely how to go about it. But for now, we have a WhatsApp group. We wake up on Tuesday mornings 5 to 6 a.m. for morning prayer. Just purely we pray for the business. And we get prayer point to declare for the day. In the evening, 9:30 to 10:30, we just come together. We share the testimonies, what God has done today. Because I believe we should be able to glorify God for what He's done. Lest we sit down and be at the top and ever think it was by any chance because we prayed so much. Or because it was our own strength. That's just the beginning of downfall because pride has just set in. That's why G1E2 will come together and just share what has happened today, how are you doing, and now if there's something we've learned from the word, or even share skill. Because now I'd want it to go into, now we have business forums where you're able to come, bring your skill, let us learn from you, build your skill, give you an accountability. So we are growing. We are figuring out as we go.
Yes, clarity comes with motion,
Movement.
emotion,
Exactly,
in movement. Like
And
you
I can
said.
say my sister is inside the group and she's telling us every
Your
day.
sister?
Yeah.
This is the
My sister by marriage, Nduta. She's in the
That's
group.
Now
Because she
see.
met you through like when you made our dresses. So I think that's where she got your number. So when you posted it, she joined the group.
Yeah.
It's like, back I was just wondering, I miss Joanna. So now I went back to this. It's like, oh yeah, you post.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
she's
nice.
raving about it. So there's impact there.
There
so,
is
yeah.
Glory be to God.
I love this conversation.
you,
We've
Lolo.
really
Yeah.
I feel like someone in business can watch this and really feel validated,
And encourage.
feel encouraged, and feel like there is more. There's more, by the way, in business. Pahali umefika, it's not, there's more. I feel like sometimes when you're in business maybe and you face challenges, you can feel like this is the end, but there is more. And God has more for us
Yes,
as His children.
Yes, he does.
Thank you, Lolo.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for coming.
Please tell us where your shop is.
Oh, yes. And your socials.
We are located in Riru, Membli Bypass. Yes. Literally on the bypass, just before Ruby's Petrol Station.
You'll see a big banner.
Lolo
Lolo
Fashion
Fashion
House.
House. You can't miss it.
Yes, and when we expand to other branches, we will be sure to let you know.
Please
Yes.
do.
Yes, mandate is fill the earth until we
Yes.
go global,
Yes.
physically and in every way. Yes, so on our socials, you can find us on TikTok and Instagram. Yes, Lolo Fashion House, and also on WhatsApp. I think WhatsApp now has become also another social media platform.
Yes, for sure.
So
For sure.
maybe we'll just put the number.
Yes, we'll
in
put the
case-
number.
Yes,
Okay.
0713280731.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll
So
tag it.
yes, you can find us there.
Yes.
You are welcome.
And we can confirm she delivers.
Yes.
Me conza- I love Lulu. I'll just call her and then
I did
inatumwa
your
na dozi.
bridesmaids.
I know.
I did your bridesmaids.
We've done so many.
So many.
So
Hata
many.
wewe.
Hata mimi you did my
Yeah.
Rurashio dresses.
Hata Dorcas.
Brides.
Yeah,
pia
so then now we
bridesmaids.
brought Dorcas, we did her as well. Yeah,
Another
we brought-
cousin of
you
mine
brought-
also.
we brought
Bridesmaids.
people. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Karibu.
You've been pioneers. At
Yeah.
least you can see the growth.
We can.
People
yes,
are
we
coming
can
now
see
and
the
seeing that
growth.
I know. There's been fruit. You
Fruit,
can see
yeah,
the
there's
fruit.
been
There's
fruit.
God.
Yeah.
There's a God in heaven.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lolo, thanks so much for coming. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. And we'll see you in the next one. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.